Sometimes we get caught up in our own confirmational bias, our own idea of what should be right because of the internal ego that we uh, get from studying or from those that we learn under. The ego is something that can strangle the progress and the growth of you understanding the world that you're in, you know. I say all the time that I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in God anymore after being with the Hebrew Israelites for so long. And that's because once I started getting into, you know, other teachings as far as what the Masons had, what the Cometics had, Zoroastrianism, just other religions basically. I learned that there was more to the story than just the 80 books. If you just contain your whole existence within the confines of those books, you miss our whole existence. The Native Americans say that there is many cycles, you know, they come and go. They're like days, but in centuries they take a long time to happen, right? 2,000 years, 3,000 years is like a day, whatever. And through that time, things change. It's like a fall and it's a rise and fall, ebb and flow, a cycle. When you add that to what Christ or Paul is saying about one day to God is 1,000 years to us, you know, you see Enki talking about his brother Enlil being mad at him, teaching man the secrets to life, knowledge, because they were made to be slaves. You see the great war that happened between Enki and Enlil through the Hindu scriptures, the Vedas. Sometimes we miss what these religions are actually talking about because of our confirmational bias, and the confirmational bias is created from the ego to protect yourself. One brother said to me, he said, he posted a scripture saying, fear is the beginning of wisdom. And I told him, you know, when you get into Galatians, there is no law, right? If you're residing in meekness, humbleness, love, there is no law, there is no fear to be had. I gave him a key to the understanding, but he missed it. The key was, it says, fear is the beginning, right? When you're a child, you don't know anything, you don't understand, so you listen to your parents out of fear because you know that they will protect you. This is the same understanding you're supposed to receive through the esoteric teachings of Christ. But for some reason, it went over his head. It's not his fault. It's based off of the confirmational bias and also the cognitive dissonance, which is, you know, God is fake, the Israelites are fake, the history of the world is fake. There is no real truth. But at the same time, we have all this abundance of information. So it's in the duality of this is true and this isn't, but they both are true at the same time. It messes with people. And I tell people, man, if you're gonna learn from Christ and you're gonna understand what Christ is telling you, and he says, be as a child, right? Be as a babe, be as a kid. It means, listen, you don't know where this information is gonna take you or shall take you, but receive it anyway. Understand it, cherish it, any information that you get, because you know why? Because if you cherish all the information from Thoth, from Zeus, from, you know, the Vikings, Taoism, from the communist China, the Vedas, all these religions, even what the Native Americans were saying here in America. Even you could even go into the Mormons and what they're disseminating amongst themselves. And there's truth within that links up back to our human existence. So just remember, man, like, God isn't real. It's the collection of us together that makes the truth of this universe, the truth of this world. And we can get to the bottom of it because we all don't see this world in the same light. I've never taken DMT, but somebody that has may have seen a different aspect of the world. And through my study of light and the spectrums of light that we see, I can understand that the mind may be able to be opened up just based off of, you know, DMT. And you could probably do it yourself through meditation or whatever the case may be. So it's just, you know, question everything. Question even what you believe. If you question what you believe, I guarantee you won't regret it. Because when you start to seek within and you find where God actually sits, where he actually sits, you won't regret it.